here in the north, this is the land of Vikings. And with the Yaller horn bellowing throughout U.S. Bank Stadium, a Nordic nation of 70,000 strong rises up with a cry of Skol to usher two teams into battle. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And off we go from Minneapolis. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important. And I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do you guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Chased out to his right, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
McCarthy throwing on third down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on fourth. Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a third MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season, and sure, 45 total touchdowns now. Now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And that's good for a gain of 5. Harrison Smith in on the stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Another run for Henry. He rocks that tackler. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 16
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
First down, here's Lamar. This is completed downfield directly. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That is Tyler Loop, now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Vikings take over.
Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll air it out on 3rd. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Ryan Wright on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few bluebirds.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that makes it second and long.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Lamar off to play fake. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Out to his wide out is a screen. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. On play action now, McCarthy. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Ravens crowding the passing lanes. They go into the dime for third down. Third and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. So that brings up fourth and long.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
To number 10.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Flying down the middle of Henry. Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
He was taken down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. He'll try and run this. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Throwing again is Lamar. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. He finds him right side. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens pull out in front for their 13-zip. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
Baltimore.
He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take
Now the
over
Minnesota
1st and
offense
10
trotting out.
at their own
And it's not good,
24-yard
Brock, when
line.
you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
They'll run the draw with Jones. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
McCarthy to throw it. Running a screen now for Jones. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
This is Jefferson, and he's got it. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, here's Jones. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. This is very close, but it looks like he's going to be marked. Yep, marked shy of that first down at the 30.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. McCarthy on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Vikings first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Gets him on the end route. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
19-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the toss, here's Mason. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on fourth down. Will Reichert headed out. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Reichert connects there. And that gets him back to within 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Machine Ali on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Now it's Jackson. He'll set up the screen for Henry. He'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. It's Jones on the toss. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
This, our last play of the quarter. McCarthy throwing on third down. Receive isn't going to be answer. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at a punt, though, facing fourth down. And the fair catch made here at the 15. Baltimore running its offense out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They've got a man in motion. First down. Here's Lamar. He takes it himself. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Henry on the option.
Derrick Henry on the carry.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now here's 3rd and 5. A draw now. This is Henry. Same guy, same results. He's bottled up for a second time. That's going to bring him to 4th down.
Okay, I got to give some kudos to that defense right there. Sometimes as an offense, you think you can outsmart those guys on the other side. But that defense, they were dialed in for that draw.
Jordan Stout on now to punt. They could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. The Vikings now set to take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Jones. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a gain of 4. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Off the option, Mason. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action, McCarthy. Escapes the pocket.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. The left side, brought in by Hopkinson. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Gain of 11. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground with Jones. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Catch is made in close. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Vikings first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Jones. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
The tackle made.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Now we give it to Mason. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Vikings make it a 1-score game in the first half. J.J. McCarthy in a touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 4.
Ravens 14, Vikings 10.
one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Ali to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. You see the Ravens making their way out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
We saw those guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's Lamar on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Now one of the Vikings in some pain out there, so we'll get a stoppage here as he's helped by trainers. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Slot receiver headed left. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. So he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. He has this down to the 34. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. It's a gain of 10.
That's
First
just
down,
not
Ravens.
the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running once more with Henry. And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Jump off, caught by his back. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Going for it on an option play left. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt 1 play later. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11.
21. Vikings 10.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Jones once more. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Back for the Ravens, LeJohntay Wester. Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. It's the Ravens who have 2nd and 4. Flowers will go in motion left. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got it. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Jackson. Connecting again with Hopkins. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now the Ravens are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Jackson's going to throw again. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Ravens.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Lamar throwing again. Finds him on the slant. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Complete.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second.
A 6-yard pickup.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The Vikings 13-yard
Good
line.
luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. And again, it's Jackson. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get more points to end a lopsided first half. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens push their lead to 18.
28. Vikings 10.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Has the connection to Hopkinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. He's back to throw. He dodged the tackle. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here comes the final play of our first half. The final throw before the break. Throwing this for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Just hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Ali to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Dump off to his fullback. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Good for a Baltimore 1st down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Another run for Henry. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play fake, Jackson. He takes it himself. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Out of the gun, Henry. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they'll hold their lead at 18.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens, 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
First and 10. Here's Jones. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got it at the 5. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
26 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Jones goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. The Ravens pick it up. It's a foot race. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. A great return out of him, makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker who doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate, is when he's running down a ball carrier. But to put that ball in his hands, he wasn't going to be denied.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again.
35, Vikings 10.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. I'll start with a gift to Jones. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First and 10 from the 41. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. McCarthy looking to throw. Spun to Hawkinson outright. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. McCarthy on the sneak. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 20-yard gain on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
McCarthy hit. He lost the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they don't get much after recovering the fumble. So near turnover ends in a loss of yards. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. And this is 2nd and long. Now McCarthy. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure in these sacks after sacks after sacks. It's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. McCarthy throwing here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Running a screen now for Jones. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality game, it will still wind up being 4th down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. His first kick was good. This second look from 35 yards away. Reichert connects there. And it shrinks to a 3-score game again. The lead 22.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Will Reichert to
Here's
kick off
Reichert
for
set
the
to kick
Vikings.
this away. Ali to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Ravens take over first
The
and 10.
Ravens send Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, run for Henry. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Motion man sent left. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
A gain of 17
The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Raven first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the pistol, Henry. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Now a run with Henry. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now they send their back in motion right. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Dumped off to his running back. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
The Vikings into the nickel for this 3rd down play. Third and long for him here. Has his man. It's cut by first down, Baltimore.
For a Baltimore first down. A gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Henry running to the left. Shoves him off. And he's going to have him the 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead.
Vikings 13. Tyler Luke
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Completed right side to Addison. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Complete to number 3, Jordan Addison. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now a give up the middle to Jones. Escapes the defender. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Has his man. It's Addison. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Here's McCarthy to throw. Has it in close. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Now one of the Vikings in some pain out there. So we'll get a stoppage here as he's helped by trainers. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Going deep here for the end zone. Oh, he put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Mason. That'll be the first and more. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They go for it on 4th down and get it in a big way, 25 yards there.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
At the 21-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Another run for Mason. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Running once more with Mason. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss.
Back at the 18-yard line.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's going to be the Vikings who have the football, Brock, but given that score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He's running for it. And he's got him that 1st down as he hits the deck safely. They're going to be looking at 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll run here with Jones. And he's in for the touchdown. The Vikings putting up points in a game decided. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings trail by 22 now.
42. Vikings 20.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Ali to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The
Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over it. Tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
And it went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Jackson. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He'll have his fair catch right along the 25. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And they finally get to him. He just kept hanging on to that football, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 46-yard
I think we've
line.
reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
This is Jefferson, and he's got it. He takes it down to the 33. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's brought down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Again, McCarthy to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Short pass brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Man in motion, headed right. A run here. It's Mason. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Motioning left is their running back. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass. But sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Here's Reichert, set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
Ali to return it. Making some progress here. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
they get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Lamar's going to keep this one. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now it's Lamar. That pass pulled in by Henry. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Jackson now on 3rd. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got 1st down from the 31. We get to Henry on the inside handoff. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Another run for Henry. And that's not what the offense style about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
The Ravens field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Oops, knocks it through. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Working a throw, McCarthy. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mason. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
Jordan Mason, the ball carrier. Nate Wiggins on the tackle. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has a big strike to Addison. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They get 27 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mason gets it from the gun. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They'll give it to Mason. And he's down to the 36 with almost enough for that 1st down.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a lone yard coming up. A give to Mason. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Working now from the gun. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. Hits the 20. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore off the pick 6. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens tack on 7 more to their lead.
52. Vikings 26. Tyler Loop.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. Shoots away from one. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead. Here's Mason. He dodged the tackle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Catch made. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Here's McCarthy to throw. He brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Mason will try this one up the gut. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Thielen's got it. It's complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Addison going to motion over left. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
2nd down, McCarthy to pass. This one's to Hawkinson outright. They'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. A run here with Mason. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings get it back to a 19-point deficit.
52. Vikings 33.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover.
Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's
I guess.
called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Give right up the gut to Hill. Escapes the defender. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down.
A gain of 12 yards.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
They've got first down from the 31. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
Set him back 5. It's first and 15 after the penalty. Jackson keeping it himself. And keeping the zone lead costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too.
The tackle made back at
Send a
the
pretty
39-yard
clear
line.
message to the QB right there on that run. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. They're going to pass it here. Taken in by Hill, right side. And that will not be enough for a first down.
To Justice Hill.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.